On the tourism sector, there is no part of the tourism industry globally that is not impacted negatively because of COVID-19. Travel bans, airline groundings, heightened restrictions to movement not only across borders, but also within our country, has meant that tourism-related activities are non-existent. As previously reported, and as part of government's intervention to mitigate the effects of COVID-19, the Department of Tourism opened an application portal for the COVID-19 Tourism Relief Fund to the value of 200 million. However, it is a matter of public knowledge that the department was served with court papers by both AfriForum and Solidarity in an attempt to set aside the scheme on grounds of its transformational characteristics as it upholds the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment Act. In respect of the court, while business was still able to apply, the department has kept the processing of the application on hold. The department will be guided by the outcome of the court, but stands ready to support the businesses in distress. Thus far, over 10,000 applications were received, and the court proceedings took place this morning, and we're waiting the outcome from the court. We've commenced work with global, continental, and national stakeholders to develop a post-COVID tourism recovery strategy. Suffice at this stage to say that the industry will be focusing on 3 phases: survival, recovery, and then prosperity. On labor and employment matters, government calls on all employers to apply for the COVID-19 benefits through the Temporary Employer-Employee Relief Scheme on behalf of their employees. To date, the UIF has received just over 103,000 applications from employers, representing about 1.75 million employees. In total, the UIF has over 1.8 million employers registered on its database, representing more than 8 million workers. As of today, the cumulative amount paid since April 27 is 3.3 billion, just over 3.3 billion. Of the received applications, the UIF has processed 59,000 employers' applications, which means that more than 862,000 employees will receive their benefits. About 10,000 applications could not be processed due to errors, and the affected companies have been notified to correct their applications and resubmit. Some of the errors identified relate to incorrect banking details, making it impossible for payments to be processed. The UIF is working around the clock to meet the extraordinary volumes of requests for assistance presented by the COVID-19 pandemic. The UIF call center, which initially had 75 agents, has increased its capacity now, has 400 agents operating the toll-free number 0800 030 007. More call center agents will be added should the need arises. Furthermore, in terms of the department's work on guidelines to assist South African business, the guidelines will help employers identify risk level in the workplace and to determine what appropriate control measures to implement. It focuses on the engineering controls, administrative controls, safe work practice, and personal protective equipment. It includes installing high-efficiency air filters and increasing ventilation rates in work environment, encouraging sick workers to stay at home, minimizing contact amongst workers, clients, and customers by replacing face-to-face meetings with virtual communication, minimizing the number of workers on site at any given time through rotation or shift work, and discontinuing non-essential travel, developing emergency communication plans, including a task team for answering workers' concerns and internet-based communication, provide personal hygiene resources such as the no-charge refuse bins, hand soaps, alcohol-based hand rubs, disinfectants, and disposable towels, and also provide gloves, goggles, face shields, face masks, gowns, aprons, coats, overalls, hair and shoe covers, and respiratory protection where appropriate. In the period since the issuing of these guidelines, a clear picture has emerged about COVID-19 and the nature of hazards and precautions in the workplaces that should be taken to minimize the risks. To this end, the department, working with social partners at NEDLAC, has developed occupational health and safety directions, the purpose of which is to stimulate or stipulate measures that must be taken by employers in order to protect the health and safety of workers and the members of the public who enter the workplaces or are likely to be exposed to the activities. Under small business development, since COVID-19